Boy, what a way to begin Region 5 3A play. Loris and Dillon, two state-ranked squads. The Lions a perfect 5-0, while the Wildcats are 3-2, with both losses by a combined 8 points. So you know they've been in every game as well. We'll pick this one up in the second half. Game tied up at 16-all. Loris going back to punt, but the ball snapped over the head of William Suggs, and the Wildcats able to recover the ball and then take this one inside the 5-yard line to set up their offense with a 1st and goal. 2 plays later, Kale Samfung Talia hands it off to Dominic Felden, who pushes across the goal line. Dillon's got a 6-point lead. The extra point no good. That would be important in this one. Next Loris possession, quarterback Moon Gerald to Jacoby and Lewis. Makes a move, but the ball comes out, and Daniel Capehart, who's heading to the Shrine Bowl, returns it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Dillon threatening again, but just 2 plays later, Talia scrambles, finds Felton out of the backfield. He fights for extra yards, and the ball comes out here, and it's recovered by Khalil Sherman, and he is going the other direction. How about 85 yards for number 2 all the way to the end zone? And this would tie our game up at 22. This one had the potential of being the best we've seen so far all season long. In the third quarter alone, lived up to the hype. The Lions would add the extra point to take a 23-22 lead. Fast forward to the fourth, Dillon with one final chance facing a 4th and forever. Talia takes the snap, fires it as far as he can, but it's intercepted by Lewis. Loris keeps their record perfect. Dillon drops one in a heartbreak. Man, the Lions, what a game, 23-22. Loris is a winner. All right, stay in Region 5 3A. Aner hosting Marlboro County at home. First quarter action. It's going to be Troy Haley on the handoff, and he's going to break through and get to the end zone with that athleticism. How about that? 7-0, an early advantage for the Dogs. Next possession, Marlboro going to the air, and LeBryce Purvis with one heck of a grab inside the 5-yard line. Just gets across the pylon for the score. What an effort there. Aner had to abandon the run early. Not known for their passing, and here Marion Ray takes it away deep into Blue Jacket territory, and it was all Marlboro tonight as the Dogs cruise in this one. They get the win 57-6. Elsewhere in the region, Waccamaw also a winner over Georgetown. In Region 5 4A, it looks like South Lawrence will be the favorite as the second-ranked team in Class 4A. Off to a 4-1 start. The defending state champs back at it after a week off to face neighboring Darlington. We'll shake hands in midfield. These guys, they know each other pretty well. Opening kickoff here by the Bruins, and the ball is going to be muffed. And kicked forward. The Bruins get the ball there to kick things off. What a start for South. Right after that, it's going to be Cameron James taking the handoff, and he is going to put South up 6-0. Drew Marlowe and company thinking, you know what, instead of 1, let's go for 2. In Shrine Bowl selection, Messiah Jackson runs it in. 8-0 Bruins on the road just like that. Falcons give the ball back, and then more from the Brew Crew. Jackson with a perfect pass to a double-covered Samaje Parker. What a grab there. First down deep into Falcon territory at about the 10-yard line. Jackson then with a QB run into the end zone, untouched. 15-zip South Florence, and the Bruins rumble to a big road win, 57-6. Same score as Marlboro County and Aner. How about that? And then out to Lake City we go. The Panthers hosting the Mullins Auctioneers. Lake City with the ball. Amari Hanna finding Anthony White. He's going to shake a couple defenders, and he's going to get in from about 20 yards out. That's 6 for the blue and yellow. And then it's going to be running back Cheyenne Shivers to the end zone here. Conversion is good for 2, and tack on 2 more there for the Panthers as they had the lead. Mullins has the ball now. Kazazian Bethay hands it to Trayon Allen. Allen tackled, just getting across the end zone there. Touchdown Knox. They go for 2. Wild play here, but they starts to his left. We're going to lose him, but then he comes back into focus and dives across to get in, keeping this one close. But in the end, Lake City does prevail 30-28. That was a good one out there. And now we'll look at the big games coming up for week number 7. A battle for the victory bell. Myrtle Beach and Conway likely to be our game of the week feature. The Seahawks won last season. Aner a big test at home against rival Dillon. Loris tries to take down tries to go to 2-0 as they take on Loris. That should be a good game. And then Carvers Bay returns back to Dillon County. They'll face Lakeview. And that is a wrap for the high school portion. Coming up, our college football blitz with CCU and Clemson, both schools aiming to pick up conference victories. Both head coaches' thoughts coming up.